Wake up, be in a good mood actually, not because that specifically, but because we won 3 games in a row, and having the MVP it was amazing, and I'm really happy about that because always hard to have this type of trophy and be consistent throughout the whole October month. Nothing but blessed, man.
The thing with the individual trophies is that usually you cannot win them without the help of the teammates, and how big the teammates were to start this EuroLeague season for you and to feel you comfortable on the court.
What I can say, just even so happy because they really step up on every type of moment. They're not scared of anything, and having the main guys that we had last year and added up the new guys and the connection that we had together with this less of time because most of us won the EuroBasket. Man, I just can't complain. I'm just really happy, and I'm really happy to play with my teammates actually, because without them I couldn't have this, and I enjoy playing with them and they enjoy playing with me. That's really the most important thing. But I really didn't expect it for me to be nominated, one of the main guys to be MVP of the month. The only thing that I wanted to do is to win games and make sure my guys, follow the lead, and make sure, we all winning together. And so I'm happy for that.
Last season, we saw you hooping like hell. You were winning games together with Žalgiris. The same thing remained this season, but even with more assists coming from you to the teammates. What can you say changed in this season comparing to the last one that you're hooping to the next level this season?
We have more options, more weapons. Now we got Moses Wright, Nigel, William Goss, Dustin Sleva, Jules Tubelis, Mauro Lowe. Like, those guys are really good weapons, and having them is always amazing. Plus, we got the main guys that was there last year, so added up everything together. It's hard to stop this type of teams when you not only will focus on 1 or 2 players. You have to be focused on at least 5 players, which is actually good and make a huge difference. But for us to be 6-2, we were surprised actually to win the first 2 games, but we was not that surprised because we working so hard, and we're a team that really can surprise a lot of teams if you not take us seriously. And the main thing is we communicate a lot. We want to be the best as we can be, and if something is not adding up well, we just trying to fix it. And that's the main thing we doing with this team. But it's only 6-2. Last year was the same thing, and we fall off. But I feel like this year we can be more consistent and be better on and grab the most wins actually.
After victory versus Rytas, there was this beautiful moment when the sports director Gediminas, before head coach Tomas Masiulis gave his speech after the game, he made his speech and he introduced this individual trophy with the words saying, he gave this little pre-talk. At that point, did you understand what it was all about, that you're going to get the trophy, or it was like kind of mystery to you?
Bro, to be honest, I didn't even know. I'm being honest. Yeah. I didn't know because thank God the camera was not on me right away, because I would have assumed it was something. But I was just laying down, and for me it was just what we achieved, and that was probably a little trophy, a little something for what we did last year against Rytas. So that was the only thing. And when he turns in front of me, he turns around and just said, "Francisco, congratulations." I'm like, "What is that?" And when he told me MVP of the month, I was like, "There's no way." I was actually surprised. I was like, "Wow, that's amazing." I was really, really happy. And he surprised me actually, so even that, after the game of Bologna, Almentas was telling me, "Hey, you're gonna be one of the players that I actually got nominated for MVP of the month." I was surprised. I was like, "There's no way." It's not like I was average 20 points a game, but in my head, I'm like, "Yo, it's deeper than that. Actually, there's way more things." And yeah, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah. But like I said, without my teammates, I couldn't do it.
You were in the race for the MVP of the month together with your friend Chima Moneke, and did he give you hell, like in a funny way, about this race or something?
To be honest, no, but you know, it was Nadir too, Ify that was there too, that actually doing good, and Chima, of course. And the only thing that was making jokes, because we had we sent some messages about co-MVP.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man.
That's the thing. I told him, I was like, why you didn't let me win? Like, I don't want to share this with you. Even him, he was like, nobody told you to hit a three at the end. Like, come on now. I was like, he was so mad, but in a funny way, you know, both of us. But was actually happy to share this because, you know, being a teammate together, playing against each other for the past 6 years, I will say, and yeah, it's crazy to have the same efficiency it being, you know, co-MVP, but it was hard. It was hard I feel like, to manage who's gonna be the MVP because he was doing actually good too.
We were just talking about that you became the 5th Žalgiris player in history of the club to get this award. Yesterday I was trying to look at the French players who got this award in the past, and of course Nando De Colo, Gershonia Bussel, I'm trying to remember more, Theo Maledon,
Thomas Hurtel.
Thomas Hurtel, of course, yeah. So you're getting in the ranks of these fine French players to get a standing with them as MVP of the month. What does it mean personally for you? Just to get it, to be awarded and to be seen in the highest possible stage of the European basketball?
I would say good achievement, like a blessing, and you know, being one of the 5th French, actually, top 5 it's hard to have it. It's really hard to have it, and for me, it's just, you know, the hard work and the way I would say the way I'm hard on myself to be the best player as I can be, and to have this is just like, okay, I'll be working hard, and you know, there's nothing better than this. But actually, like I said, there's something that just gonna be in my career that I'm gonna keep it forever. That's the best thing, the best feeling ever. But sometimes you want to enjoy it, but you don't have time because, you know, you got a lot of games that coming, and you just want to have it more now. And why not be MVP of the year, or, you know, winning the EuroLeague or being a Final Four? So you have more things to achieve. But like I said, I cannot do this on my own. My teammates are the one that helped me a lot to have it, this type of trophy. But having more, of course, why not? But that's not what I'm really focused on. What I'm really focused on is to win games and bring the team to the Final Four if I can. But the most important thing, to playoffs first.
Paulius Jankūnas, the president of Žalgiris Kaunas, yesterday after the game, I've heard him saying that, oh, Cisco, you're going to get for stealing my record for most efficiency points in one weekend, the double week. Did after that hot take of his, he said something more, or it was
nah, yeah, he just said we're going to talk later. I didn't even know, actually, so I was waiting for it. Maybe I'm going to talk to him tomorrow and talk about it, but I was surprised. I was like, oh, well, I even have more if I would play the 4th quarter against Asvel too. In my head.
Management didn't want more.
Yeah, I was like, could I even want more in my head, but I didn't tell him. But I was surprised. I was like, for real, I didn't expect that. But that's true. I don't know how many efficiency I have the last game, but I know, like, you know, having 35 actually, it's impressive, especially in EuroLeague. Doing 10 assists it's really crazy, you know. So having this type of efficiency and joke around with the president, who was MVP of the month too, and bringing this in Zalgiris is always amazing, man.
Aren't you afraid that fans gonna check you even more after the games now that you're with the MVP of the month?
I feel like I don't think so. But for sure, I feel like when you achieve something, you just gotta like show and prove it every night, every day, you know, to keep the same thing. We not robot, you know, so a robot, like, at the end of the day, we humans, so sometimes you're gonna have ups and downs. You're not gonna be consistent every single time. But I feel like the fans understand a lot of things, and they know, you know, I put my heart on this jersey and the guys too. So no matter what, I'm still going trying to having the best game ever and make sure for them the most important thing is to win games. That's the most important thing.